Testing, testing. Uh, Hello. Today we will be playing Rimworld, a game. Um, what the fuck? Oh, uh, no commitment for the video. Yeah, this should be good. Yeah, yeah, this should be good. I don't. Uh, uh, yeah, a few more. Yeah, that works. Um, um, Herbert. Yeah, Herbert. Global coverage. What is this? And settings. Oh, I'm gonna go with the small map for today. Um, and when yeah, that works. Global coverage. What is this? Yeah. No. My computer is so curious, but not good at the capture. Mm, Um, this will be an interesting video, I think. Um, I could probably go. Okay, that's what. Hmm. I usually don't record a video with a voice in it, so this is a bit of a special occasion for me, I guess. And I'm just kind of happy to just make content. Honestly, it's pretty fun. Um, ooh, easy power, yeah. I'm using robots only for this run, by the way, so that will be interesting at best. All right, yeah, I had this on. Point spent. Point limits. Alright, this will be pretty fair, I guess. For oh wow, artistic is always the most useless skill, really, in this game. Like, what type of person would just not how to buy a statue off someone? Wouldn't that be easier? That should be good. Research. Right. What do you have a farmer? So defense will be nice. No, cannot. Okay. Construction will be nice. Alright. Okay. Yeah, this should be even. You know, plant PL to PL to and uh idea uh, one deer right one deer. You have order D dash Fender underscore dash 88. Yeah. Vision. Okay. I like purple, so I will make them purple. If I can't even move this around. Can I not move this around? Type, body type. Oh. I really hope this person doesn't have, get rid of this. Okay. I just have this guy as, can I, ooh, okay. It's a lot of stuff, actually. Mm, highish medical. I give you cooking. So this guy's was a farmer. Can we? This makes sense. This should be this is a lot. My teammates will work on cooking. Harder labor shall go towards US. And then you're just a researcher, so medical, yeah, smart move. Animal, yeah, construction. Okay. I alter colors. Seems like a knot. Okay. These will be our stars for today. Yeah. Yeah, we can start, yeah. We got this. I'm confident. I'm confident. I play a video on the Mac. Perhaps some music for the video. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we start. We ball. Okay, so. Now I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep, so 24-hour work shifts. Yes, that's really good. We do not have food, okay. What's the here? Oh, so this is a really nice growing area, I say, so far. Introduction to world rice. Can they eat hay? Huh. Yes, they can. No potato. This will be corn. Alright, and should be a good start, I'd say. What's this? Make the base into this molehill. Actually, get the steel real quick. Have them get the steel. Warden. Yeah, doctor. All should be firefighters. No, we'll be patients. What? That's a no. That's a deal breaker. We don't need it. Gen. Gen 1, I guess. Or at the start, so power will be useful. Maybe. No, plant cut, yeah. Plant growth, yeah. Can I have him do all? Or anything and everything, really. Cooking, yeah. Handle, yeah. Jailward, no. Basics, yeah. Bed rest. Non-existent. Cleaning, we don't care about cleaning. We're robots, we don't care. I mean, look at the needs. So simple, just needing food. So this will be easy, mostly. Yeah. Order operations will be in here. Do we have anything researched already? Or okay, wonderful. We have vaguely powered available. Ion zone will be wonderful here. I do have a view. I have a vehicle modder too, so that'll probably be used. So what's this? Okay. I do have alpha animals installed as well, so that might make it easier or more difficult for me to live on this godforsaken planet. That'll be junk, store, farms actually, farms. Yeah. So this will be maybe a part 1 or 2 series for Rimworld. What the hell is mining? You can go. Come on. Let's keep mining. Keep mining, please. Okay, our base is malnourished, I'd say. Compact machinery. Alright, perfect. Alright. This will be the base. So that'll be nice. I don't think we have weapons already, so this might get a little difficult. So that's not good. I think we're good so far. Yeah. Other than that, I'll let this speed up. We have a raid in a few days, so we gotta be aware of that. Just get used to these characters of ours. I will increase the difficulty as the years go on. Like in 5 years of the save, I'll increase it once more to whatever else it is, and just keep increasing every 5 years. That's the plan. Wow, look at them go. Maybe I should not have you work as grow. Yeah, there. Look at them go. Just chipping away at the mountain. Shouldn't be a concern, actually. What am I doing? I'm wasting time. Other than that, so far it's pretty good. Pretty good, actually. Really good. Upgrade those here. Yeah, the upgrade mod where you merge 2 weapons to make it better, or items. So that's also here. Short bow. 2 short bow. I know, 3 short bows. We have wood. This is not a desert. Oh no. Alright, yeah, the void. We have the void mod. Right, yeah. What do we have the best at talking? So the void might put up a not good fight, or well, really good fight. We're probably gonna get turned to smush. Force control you. Connect. Oh yeah, save too. Please stay still. Beg for mercy. Oh, thank you. Mwah. Thank you for giving us free items. Okay, so, and we're gonna try to make a forever world here and document it. So, might go well, might end terribly. Depends on how it goes actually. I mean, about a lot of things depends on how it goes. No, wait, we know make clubs. Yeah, that's a later thing with high crafting. Okay. Played for police make clubs for us to defend for the waves, whatnot. No, right there. So this is a good start, I'd say. Can that end well? Probably. I'm sure everyone will eventually die and get replaced by newer people, and it'll keep going on until it's like history sometimes in this game. Like, oh, you'll start out with these like groups of people, and then it'll like have more people join, and then some people will go away, and then more people join, and the originals start all disappearing before it's just replaced by newer and newer stuff over and over again. Yeah, see, it's like history. It'll just keep changing. Eventually, would you even remember? Actually, nothing about it. Crap, this guy's incapable of violence. Okay, so that's a problem. One of our people's incapable of violence. Maybe I should have gotten this guy to be the crafter. So this is a problem a little bit. Okay, so we have 2 fighters, 1 guy just staying back, I guess. Crafting's pretty okay-ish. Bit mediocre though. Alright. Alright. Please equip that. Berry bush. Ooh. Ooh, free food. Okay, so our field of growing is growing well, I'd say. The thing's working, yeah, the thing's working. Yeah, so, they're growing. No, wait, what are you doing? Stop that. Honestly, what if we just summon early? You know what? Visiting spot. Yeah, here. Visiting caravan hitching, yeah, there. Visiting spot over here as well. The wood drop spot and drop spot, yeah, there. Okay, so there's no saving. Okay. We got these 2 unfortunates. Okay, so this guy will be just smashing away in the cave. Oh yeah, I should make a like a zone of healing, is it? Like a something. Something. Sleeping spot. Buckle. Alright. Please tell me don't have guns. They do have guns. They have guns. Okay. Okay, so these two unfortunates. Please. Please just. Oh. Ooh. And we can keep them as. Should we have humans? Yeah, we need workers actually. Oh wait, but they need this pesky thing named beds. Okay, you're challenging. I charge. I knock him away. Yes. Yes, okay, nice. Final one. Unga bunga. You'll get your head smashed in like a Columba. Okay. Okay, I think the weapons drops would be the best, but this could also provide us a cow for milk. What a no-brainer. Just tear their stuff off. Good one. Nice, equip that. Equip that. Yeah, at least this guy lived. And this guy took no damage. Well, wow. Where that? And where that? And they should be good, honestly. Okay, so you getting back to work or okay, you're hanging out. Okay, that's still good. You know, actually, maybe go heal, help. I should. Oh wait. Vaughn, you can. Vaughn should be able to carry all the medipacks actually. One and one. Alright, you can get back to work now. Perfect. Okay, when's the research table? We have a lot of steel, so we can steel. Other than that, I think we got this so far, yeah. It's in the bag. Just knock that away. And that. And that. Mango potato, we got this. Areno. And you haul these two actually out the way. Alright, wonderful. Truly micromanagement the game. That's not okay. Prioritize pulling that. So we can finally get this on the road. I believe we should. What the hell? Oh. No. Well, this is an upgrade. Major one at best. Finally, everyone can have a weapon, including you. Isn't there a feature to randomize the traits of this mod? So, this is terrible. I think I saw it'll be 4 people next raid. Okay. Okay, what should we research? Smithing Corley. That's major into a lot of stuff, actually. It's the start of a lot of stuff, really. Can we research water belt? We can work. Okay. Okay, stable-ish power. Who is not researching? It's you. Long-term task. Yo, we didn't keep you alive for this. Get back to researching. Damn. Damn. I do not have any DLCs on for this, so that might, you know, lessen the fun of this whole gameplay. But hey, it's whatever, really. Don't even trip, dog. I know steel walls are flammable, but, you know, wall is wall, and we need a wall. Okay, we're running out of food. This is not going quick as I expected. Alright. Alright, they're leaving. Alright, so this should be... No. $4 all for us. No, come on, we gave you good skill. Damn, you're leveling up quick. This is good. This is really good. Oh, they have fruit on them. Keep leveling up. Yeah. Who's not picking up medicine? Clearly, all you. We don't need glitter, actually. Not here, we'll attack everyone. Okay, help. Run. Okay. Dinner arrived. Skirt, butcher, anything. What a third world country we are. Oh no, please, no. Okay, that's good. Okay, the rice is almost done. This is good. Our research is not done. Say, what is your skill? Still terrible. Let's up that. I remember trying to do Rimworld multiplayer many times with the friends, but we just keep dying over and over. in like the first like 2 months of the game and losing all the characters. So it's not really a fun experience unless you have very experienced teammates, I'd say, in Rimworld. Then you can really do multiplayer. Honestly, this is going well, I'd say. Times are flying by, clearly. What does this do? Hey, weird as well. It's weird the drip. Mega drip. Now we know who can actually fight and who will be naked and scared, I guess. How are we injured? Come on. We only have 11 left. Ah. Yep. Honestly, hmm. Hmm. Must. No. Mayo. Big farm. I probably misspelled that. We'll become Big Pharma. Damn. This is gonna be good. I don't know, how did we get Jade? Okay, this is... Yes. 97 rice. Okay, this is really good. Oh, wow. Okay, our people's skill are leveling up quick. This is really good. Let's move the healing zone into indoors. I know this is not really a big mountain, but still a place to call home, ain't it? Ain't much, but it's something. We have the mod that just has them doing smarter building. That would be good. Yeah, they're nice. And now I plan to connect this to this, but it'll take a while. We are Big Pharma. We make the dollar. Say, where is, okay. Nice. honestly, food only. This is a food zone. I don't like outside anymore. Nice, nice, nice. Research skill is up. So, power shall be quick. Hopefully. Soon. I know, buddy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it's dark. And you're basically using the reading thing that you use DOS for it. But like, keep researching now. Braille, yeah, that Braille. Man, that's one silver. So are silvers large like coins, or just it's just one singular coin then? It's like coins, like $1 loony. Oh. Okay, we're out of food again. Hog should be a priority, honestly. Yes. Yes. Right. Okay, why are you doing that? Very nice, nice, nice. Well done. Yay, okay, that's done. Alright, the tunnel. The big T, yes. Nice, nice. God, I like the pickup and haul mod is so useful. Alright, we're one food, right? Okay, yep. Keep digging, keep digging. What is your mining skill? That's okay-ish. The war's not the best, but still okay. What raid? Let's do a raid right now. Have us run inside real quick. And these two get ready of a lawn. And let's start. Oh, here again. Okay, they have rifles. And pistols. Alright, not good. Yes. Oh yeah, that's covered. That's covered. That's actually really good. What a bunch of dickheads. Taking pot shots at us. Up there. Yes. Yes, that's it. Really good. Try to get here. Open the door. You not hit them? What? Yes. Yes, 2 hits. Okay. Not major, not major. One down. What? Haven't they been doing this for a while? Oh my god. Fall back. That's not good. And then... Oh, we won. Honestly, worth it. Alright, kill. You're human. Oh, this is a human. Cannibal? This is good. Hope this man likes the dark. Okay, this will be like a second class citizen. What is your ship? Plantation. Economation. National Communion. That's really good. Right. Trading. Crafting would be nice. Hey, you need bread rest. We need to start building his bread out. Let's make a barracks up here, actually, for a guy. Hecky. For humans later. It'll be in class sets. Let's work actually in 4 hours, 3 or 2. Man, you can't be this stressed now. There's no way you become this stressed. We have this generous time. Head back to work. Wait. Oh, got him. Alright. Ooh. Upgrade time. Okay. We now have second class SIDS. Alright. This is really good. 4 people. 1 human though. Can we lobotomize them? Alright. Shrink the zone up here. I think we make a... Can we make a steel bridge? No, we haven't researched it. Hickory do, hickory D. Yet, no. It's raining. Hungry. Hope you like raw rice. Start butchering. Oh wait, we have human. Yeah, we can eat humans. Start eating. Since you're hungry, start eating, bro. You can feel the juiciness of it. You should stop and go to sleep, yo. Oh. Uh, huh. Hey, at least you're happy. This is terrible so far. Oh crap, wait. Oh right, yeah. We can get slaves, I forgot. Wow. I forgot about that. We need the people. More colonies. More colonists. Ooh, voila. Hickory, wheel, hickey, hickory, Johnny Human. Johnny Human, Johnny Human. You're Johnny Human. That is a terrible name. I'll give you the illusion of peace. You'll bet us here. Once you wake up. Alright, what time is it? Alright, get back to work. Limit Fox. Request. Wait, this means human. Oh. This means new colonists. You're a part of the team. Well. I'm sorry, well. Yeah, I'm sorry, well. Yeah. What did you know, Monsieur? No? 好似係啊，新聞貓係 carry ninja. Oh, wow. Also need bed, okay. A good doctor for once. Wait, we have a good doctor. I'll be back. Hold on. Alright, this should be good. Honestly, may as well play a video here. Good video. Actually, really nice video to watch. Favorite video. Really good. Finally, good colony.
If you've used TikTok in the last 2 to 3 years, you've probably heard this sound before. Its villainous trait was unique to the platform, one which, if you ask your friend about its identity, they pair it with the bright sounds of voice changers and pop music. When I heard the sound for the first time, it caught my attention immediately from the endless scrolling of my For You page. The piano riff descending in the background as the lyrics bled into my head gave me an emotion I had never experienced on the platform before. I could care less what random TikTok person was on my screen at that time. I was fixated on that eerily calming sound in the background.
Metal Gear reference.
The piano descending into an abyss I had never quite felt before, the keys moving around my mind like ocean waves. But what I didn't know then was the dark and twisted story that follows this song. And when I discovered the song's entire length, I discovered the mysterious album it belonged to. The lyrics told me of a man losing his mind, changing across entire languages on a whim. The melodies would reverse and spiral out of control, distorting and then pulling back together. Something more was at play here. And when I found out that nobody truly has the answer for what this album was about, I found myself descending into my own
I need
black
this or
abyss.
this. I need more. That's bring us money.
At the edge of a universe humming a tune, with sparkling crystal souls aglow. You'll live forever.
Oh, wait, this is gonna happen, guys.
Tonight.
It's coming. Alright, face on. Hey. Alright, make new beds.
Are we gonna stop soon?
We don't need to. My new Kia Sportage Hybrid can go up to 775 kilometers without needing to stop for gas.
Welcome to the future of fuel efficiency in the new Kia Sportage.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Writing a book is hard. Knowing if it's good, even harder. Meet manuscript analysis. It gives actionable feedback on plot, characters, setting, and more. With suggestions prioritized for impact. Ready in minutes and works wherever you write. Our users love it. Try manuscript analysis today.
This is Ron Wiles. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's 12/12/12. Earlier, I went through the period of 12/12/12 p.m., which is rather unique. A lot of people are thinking it's just an average day, but in my mind, no, there is no way this could be an average day. Here's the deal. The next time we'll ever see a date like that in our lifetime, basically, we're not going to be able to be alive to see it.
On December 12th, 2012, at 12:12 a.m., the group Miracle Musical would debut their only known album, Hawaii Part 2.
Okay, the food is
Shrouded
gone.
in mystery, the album would release to a small crowd before gaining a slow cult following over the years.
No.
With each passing year, only more questions would be raised than answers. The cryptic
such a
language in the
peaceful team.
album's lyrics brought people together to try and decipher the story
Damn, this guy's
behind
good.
a hidden wall of multi-language distortion. These people would create forums, wikis, and various artworks to try and convey what exactly this album was
Kilobyte.
about. And yet to this day, nobody truly has the answers. And when I started my research, there was one question that I had before anything else. Who is Miracle Musical?
What a good game.
Where did the name Tally Hall come from? Zubin. There's a mini mall around our house. It used to be a mini mall called Tally Hall. There was a food court and
The year is 2002, and in December of that year, the group Tally Hall would form. Spearheaded by the talents of lead vocalist and guitarist Joe Hawley, the group would label themselves as a rock band and gain a substantial following over the years. In 2005, they would release the album Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum, which would be received well by the public. They would appear on MTV, The Late Show with Craig Ferguson, and even end up signing with Atlantic Records, one of the most important American labels in music.
We are winning. Yeah.
The band toured in 2011 for what some are saying is the last time, but I think that's unlikely. I think the band will in this lifetime tour again.
But in 2011, the band would take a hiatus, dropping off the face of the planet. As I am writing this script in April of 2023,
We will win.
Tally Hall
Yes.
has not returned from said hiatus. So, for those of you unfamiliar with Tally Hall, I'm sure you are wondering right now the importance of me mentioning them in the first place, and their short history.
So I need sleep.
What would a quote-unquote rock band have
He
to
does.
do with an album that is set in a musical format that was released a
The hell
decade
was that?
later? To answer that, I would like you to listen to this song, released in 2005.
we were playing in
I'm gonna do some Jurassic actions.
And you found a little band. You told me you fell in love with it, hadn't gone as I planned. When you had to bid adieu, said you'd never love anew.
What a good video.
I wondered if I
You're the F-14 Tomcat fighter pilot.
That'll work.
Voice commands
Okay,
your
so
crew through
good.
the electronic headset microphone.
Vector coordinates over.
You control jet action with cockpit-mounted remote controls.
Joe Hawley was born on September 23rd, 1982. In his childhood,
Okay.
Joe would become a child actor, starring in a
No
few
copyright.
commercials and even an episode of Unsolved Mysteries. Later on, he would attend the University
Bailey.
of Michigan, and during this time, he would meet the following band members. Rob Cantor,
Kill.
who would further lead him to meeting Zubin Zedke and Stephen Gallagher, who was replaced by Ross Fetterman in
Perfect.
2004.
This is so perfect.
This would be the group that would form Tally Hall. In March of 2010, 1 year before the eventual hiatus of the group,
Come on.
lead singer Joe Hawley would not be present for the band's tour of Jukebox the Ghost and Skybox. The
This is
crowd was
going
told
well.
that Joe has backed
Too
out of the
well.
tour due to unforeseen circumstances. It would take over a year later for fans to find out that Joe was in normal health, as he would release a vague statement saying, "My personal life and my professional life intersected in a way that may be considered unsavory." Joe nor any other band members would ever explain more of the issue.
Oh shoot.
Joe Hawley would be the first answer to stem from Hawaii Part 2. Fans of the group Tally Hall found similarities between the voices of the two lead vocalists and soon deciphered that it was in fact Joe. From this, fans would find out that the group Miracle Musical wasn't so mysterious after all, featuring the same band members from Tally Hall throughout its songs. The first question was answered of who Miracle Musical was. So what's next?
Restaurant. Okay, don't die. Keep running in the cornfield, yo. Alright, kill him. Alright, not yet. Let's see. Ooh. Capture him on a good one. Well.
Stop taking meeting notes and let ClickUp AI Note Taker do it for you. It allows you to focus on your meetings, not your notes. It captures everything, from action items to key decisions. And after every call, you get a clear summary. But where it really goes to the next level is that it's the only AI note taker that connects your meetings to the rest of your work. So stop stressing about taking notes and get the AI note taker that works for you. Get ClickUp AI Note Taker for your next meeting.
Wow, we nearly lost. I made this all for nothing. Oh.
So this album holds a lot of different meanings to a lot of different people. To be completely honest, nobody can agree on exactly what this story is about, nor the meaning of the album itself. The best way I can try and explain this to you all is why this album deserves your attention. And the best way to do that is by breaking down each song one at a time. The album is structured like that of a musical, so that will be our best bet. That's right, you heard me. It's like those super kid-friendly Disney movies from the 90s, except it's about murder, mental illness, and forever being stuck in the black abyss. A musical has 3 parts. The book, or libretto, is the story of the musical. Next comes the music, to help give the audience the right emotion, and then finally the lyrics to further share the story.
This will be
Hawaii
good.
Part 2 does this to an extreme,
Yes.
as not only is the music high quality and
Power.
complex, but also the lyrics and book are heavily convoluted in nature. By the end of this Part 2 to Hawaii's Part 2, you know what, just bear with me, I promise it will make a bit more sense soon. Join me on this wonderful journey, friends, as we dive deep into the black abyss.
Midnight, where are you? Next thing, ice split. No, later. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
When I say that every lyric matters in this album, I mean it. So pay attention. It's gonna get pretty hectic here. Introduction to Snow is our first impression of this wonderful and mysterious musical. As our main character says in song, we are alone at the edge of the universe humming a tune, with sparkling crystal souls aglow. A part of us is in the key of what we know to be, every part, however, without me. And we know that two can only make it light, but we will be forever tonight. And with that final verse, the music tells us that we are spiraling down into the abyss, the edge of the universe. Pretty cryptic, right? What an interesting image painted for us. It reads like poetry without the music. So, we know that we are most likely in the afterlife, symbolized by the edge of the universe, the souls of others shimmering in the sky like stars. We don't know who is speaking to us, nor why they are here, but what we do know is that they need a number 2 by their side. As the character says, only 2 can make it light. So, how did we get here? Let's flash back in time for a second and let the main character tell us where we are.
You were an island to thyself. You had a heart you hadn't felt. Why would it hurt me? Or was it real? It was the night we had to part. We were afraid to miss the start. What did it matter? Why would it matter? And could we heal?
So let's start with these lyrics first. Our main character is talking to someone else, discussing that they were experiencing love for the first time and were questioning it if that love was even real. And if that love were real, should it hurt our main character? Lots of questions are asked with so few answers, but let's see what the protagonist says next. Something happened here that we don't know about quite yet. Something ominous that called out to our protagonist, beckoning him to do something violent.
Do you think that God can intervene in the universe as he wants, or is God too bound by the laws of science?
I don't think it is very useful to speculate on what God might or might not be able to do. Rather, we should examine what he actually does with the universe we live in.
I'll just add.
Then all the planets fell to dust, lonely departing after us, gone not forgotten, long but forgotten. Oh Lord, in every...
Whoa, wait.
What are
Did you
you
guys catch that last
doing?
part? Well, play it again.
long but forgotten. Oh Lord.
You guys heard that, right? He says old lore at the end. So something happened after this event, his world came crashing in, and yet he writes it off as old lore. Like I said earlier, every lyric matters, and I don't think it's that much of a stretch to assume our character doesn't care so much about whatever just happened. It's just old lore in his story. Alright, let's move on. I promise not all the songs will be like this, but I just gotta show you guys how crazy this is.
In every element of life, love camouflaging under strife. For other matters, minds over matters. Let there be more. Maybe you'll mix it to my song. Sweeping off with your eyes. Sudden invincible
Finally, something that aids us in why the album has Hawaii in the title, thank God. This won't be the first time that a metaphor having to do with the islands and their ocean will be used. Our character also says love camouflages under strife, meaning that love and disagreement go hand in hand. Now, I just have a couple questions for you. So, just answer honestly for me, please.
Why did fire erupt in lands arrive? Why did murderous animals survive? Why did we deserve to be revived? Why was any and everything alive?
Oh.
Time to change things up a bit. In this song, you will find a lot of things. First off, quite a different vibe from before, with a laid-back drum beat and Hawaiian vocals in the background. Second off, this song is extremely difficult to find any story breakdown whatsoever, mostly because it's in another language. So, why don't we translate? The background Hawaiian vocals are referencing colors of the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, and so many others are mentioned as a female vocalist in English says, "Do we remember connected rainbows?" From my understanding, my theory is that this is the first instance that we get to meet our protagonist's love interest. As the lyrics will later say, see, I told you it was like those Disney movies, basically. But before we move on, though, from this interesting song, there's one line that sticks out from the rest in this song, and it's extremely important that we don't miss it. About 1 minute and 53 seconds to be exact, Stella Octangula is said as a distant trope. The Stella Octangula is a geometrical shape that looks complex in nature and can be seen as many other shapes as well to the naked eye. It was first named by famous astronomer Johannes Kepler and has appeared in artwork around the world. According to Captain William M. Morgan, he states, "One who understands this symbol may unlock the mysteries of the universe." It just so happens that the official website for Miracle Musical has this exact symbol as the background. Interesting stuff. The shape definitely has a prevalence to this group. Time for a philosophical dive, though. It's time for us to tend the white light.
Playing with good music.
As the violins soothe in the background, our characters sing a duet together. The love interest and our protagonists dance as they discuss the most important motif of Hawaii Part 2.
What the hell? What the hell?
Certain questions in science, we also think about religion, and whether there is a life after death, and most scientists I know don't believe in a particular God. What is your view?
Physicists believe that the universe is governed by scientific laws. These laws must hold without exceptions, or they wouldn't be laws.
Okay.
That doesn't leave much room for miracles or God.
Look at that bold styling. Not you. The Kia K4. Expansive interior space. And like that espresso, compact but packs a punch. Get great finance and lease offers today.
Kia, movement that inspires.
I regard the afterlife to be a fairy story for
Peasants that
people
are
that are
prisoners
afraid
don't
of the
deserve
dark.
light.
As the two sing together, marble gods dance circles in space round the already dead. The song isn't necessarily discussing the fear and darkness of the afterlife, but the beauty in which it can hold. As the lyrics point us to look into the night sky at the black abyss above, the white ball is most likely signifying the moon in which our characters are dancing towards, taking passionate steps up the staircase to heaven. This is most directly linked to the album cover itself, the two palm trees overlapping the staircase into the night sky. Since this is all a bit confusing, let me discuss what we know so far. First off, Introduction to Snow told us about how we were alone at the edge of the universe, reminiscing about the life we lived. Then we dived back in time with Isle Unto Thyself, discussing the love interest as a voice called out to us, asking ominous questions of survival at the end of the song. Black Rainbows then showed us a happy scene on the beach where our protagonist and love interest are falling in love under the beautiful rainbows in the sky. And finally, White Ball showed us them living happily ever after and dancing off into the great unknown, to the white ball in the sky. What a beautiful story. I love the ending of it. But let's be honest here. Who said our protagonist had to be telling the truth?
He was in the forest looking to see the trees, but none were there. He found a girl. She found the Earl King.
For you to understand where this story is heading next, I'm going to need to provide some background context. Let me introduce you to Franz Schubert. The song you are listening to right now is Erlkönig, or also known as Earl King. Arguably Schubert's most famous work, the piano and lyrics tell the story of a father carrying his sick child through the woods on horseback. There are 4 characters in this story: a narrator, a father, the child, and the Earl King. Each character sings in a different tone of voice to establish the story of the piece. While riding, the child cries that he sees something in the distance, a figure bearing a crown and calling out to him in a deceptive tone. The two begin to ride faster, the piano bass line representing the hooves of the horse galloping. The boy tries to hide his face, his father telling him he's just seeing a stirring of dry leaves. But the Earl King calls out again and again, telling the boy all the wonderful things he will provide for him deep within the forest. And when the father and son finally reach their destination, the father looks in horror at his dead child laying in his arms. Among the community, most believe that this song holds the most clues to finding what this album is about. Up to this point, every song has been extremely poetic in nature and difficult to declassify exactly what Hawley meant when writing his lyrics. There seems to be a split in the song amongst the community, with various different opinions about what this piece is about. However, with the knowledge we know now with Earl King, let's listen again.
He was in the forest looking to see the trees, but none were there. He found a girl. She found the Earl King.
And there, my friends, is the devil in the details. One line in an entire song that I believe explains exactly where the rest of this musical is going. In this song, there are 4 characters. There's a narrator, a boy, a girl, and a mysterious figure that only says one thing, and that's lover. To begin, our narrator tells us a boy was in the forest looking to see the trees and finds a girl. However, what she would find wasn't the boy we have known so far. Through him, she found death,
I'm gonna
as he's
fucking
mentioned
train them.
as the Earl King.
Blue
The
Garden
narrator
and
tells
a
us that they
Puffin
fall into a chasm,
and a rat
a
armed
black abyss
mines.
filled with rot. We then switch to the boy telling us his perspective of the chasm, a place he describes as somewhere nobody would ever hear a tree fall. He describes the Fountain of Infinite Mirror as a place he has sought for a long time, a place that murderers of murderers fear, the place that he would kill this girl he found.
This ought to be good.
We hear a classical piano playing quietly as if it were in another room, and while leaving her to die at twilight, she calls out,
All for nothing at all.
now a voice in his head that would never disappear. So yeah, that's what you were hearing on TikTok all the time. Sorry, not sorry.
Yes, rats. You're falling, right? No.
Contains the number 3 of the heavens and soul with the number 4 of the earth and body.
It would be one thing if this album was difficult to analyze in one language. It is a whole different beast though when you have a song that not only uses Japanese but French in the span of 3 minutes. I don't want to bore you with the direct translation, you can go look that up if you'd like. Instead, I would like to focus on the one word spoken in English in this entire song. As we've seen in the past with the song White Ball, the imagery of heaven comes up quite often in this album. The overall consensus being that it lies somewhere out of reach, far away from our protagonist who can only get there in his dreams. The Japanese title of the song translates to Space Station Level 7. We know that in White Ball, the moon is considered to be the final destination our protagonist hopes for. The heaven in his eyes is the staircase that leads up to the white ball in the sky, where he hopes to dance forever with the love of his life. Space is the common motif between these two pieces. But why level 7? What does that have to do with heaven?
And then I landed, when I landed outside of one of the biggest gates I'd ever saw in my life as a little boy. I reached out to touch it to see if it was real or just a part of my imagination. When I touched it, it felt real. It felt like a substance. You had that feeling that it was a real thing, a real place. And I heard these words, "This is one of the gates." And I turned to my right, and there stood...
The 7 layers of heaven is a term found in multiple religions, including Mesopotamian, Judaism, Christianity, and even Islam. Many instances of the 7 heavens involve them in some way as outer rings surrounding the earth, or in some cases, the universe.
We walked a little ways, and we went to what I would call a praise service. It was probably 500 or 600 people. Now, you can tell the difference in heaven between earth people and angels, one, because of their height. All the angels that I saw, and the one that I have with me, stands about 6 to 8 feet tall. Everybody has at least one.
Space again is the underlying motif among these 7 heavens, and once again we see the connection of the afterlife and space in this album. This gives us an entirely new meaning to the lyric we heard all the way back in Isle Unto Thyself. I was a victim of magic Apollo, catching my breath as I bled on the ground. I don't see it as a mere coincidence how the only god mentioned in this entire album just so happens to be the inspiration for 14 NASA missions. And one last thing before we go. The The French section of the song you're listening to will come back later. Keep that in
What
mind.
a game. Something was electric.
Not only do we have references to songs composed hundreds of years ago, not only do we have references to space and underlying symbolism that is easy to skim over, but on top of all this, Miracle Musical has decided to put arguably the most important song on the album in reverse. What you are hearing right now can sound like a crowd murmuring about someone, or to others, the idea of losing one's mind. The interpretations of the song are vastly unique, some taking the lyrics more literal than others.
Oh, we have one?
On the one hand, the title is a dead giveaway that the song is most likely about someone being sentenced to the electric chair. On the other hand, though, some say it is a direct continuation of the song Murders, picking up right after the main character left the forest he killed the girl of his dreams in. To me, though, neither of these explanations are quite right. Let me explain to you why I think that is.
This is your brain when you're struggling to focus. And this is your brain when you're in the zone. But getting in the zone and staying there, that feels more like luck than something you can control. So that's why we made Brain FM. It's like a do not disturb setting for your mind. And it gets you focused in just 5 minutes. Using science and sound, Brain FM guides your brainwaves into an optimal state for productivity called neural phase locking, which lets different parts of your brain work together more easily. Compared to average music, Brain FM actually increases and sustains your focus over time, letting you stay in the zone for as long as you want. You can also use Brain FM for relaxation, meditation, and even sleep. But don't take our word for it. Join millions of others and try it yourself for free, and see what you get done.
God, these worst ads ever.
Throughout this album, we have seen various instances of other voices chiming in on our character's story. Murders is the best example of this, where we have heard snippets of a nameless character telling us who we are.
Let's go. Come on.
Why did fire erupt in lands
Check it out.
You weren't researching?
This was an intentional choice by Miracle Musical, and from what I have researched,
rats.
it has been extremely difficult to find anyone talking about these voices. And for good reason, too. They only occur sparsely, and they only have mere seconds of dialogue before being buried again by the main music. But the Mind Electric is what proves why those snippets mattered so much. They weren't physical people, nor were they higher powers narrating the story. They were the voices.
Irate as time goes on. There's a characteristic lack of interest in the environment, withdrawal from contact with others, and with it goes an increasing loss of emotional response. These people become vague and empty. Their manner is childish and they are gawky. They show little or no initiative and spontaneity.
26, yeah.
If they do react emotionally, their reaction is often inappropriate. They have, of course, no real plans for the future.
Vera, you told me another time that sometimes you hear voices talking to you, can't see the people. Does that happen often?
Yes, I think it's all day.
All day?
Yes, I don't think my head's ever been free of anybody talking.
Can you hear them now?
Since I was a young girl.
Schizophrenia is a disease we still don't completely understand in the scientific community. For one, it only was starting to get used as an official medical term about 100 years ago, and only diagnosed for the first time in 1887 by Dr. Emily Kraepelin. However, schizophrenia is believed to have followed mankind throughout much of its history, and yet we still don't have the answers we want.
No, the rat
Here
army.
is a quick snippet of a simulation of what it would be like to have schizophrenia.
Army.
This may be sensitive to some listeners.
Welcome to the saloon. So far.
Look out! This is pointless. Even that kid knows.
Oh, wait. We're showing.
Everyone knows.
We can start playing.
When they're kids.
That's not good.
Why do you even try? Why do you even bother?
Everything's listening to you.
You don't deserve
The wine bottles.
See, they're laughing.
She's looking at you. They're looking at you.
Everybody laughs at you.
As much as this is difficult to listen and talk about, I'm going to make the argument that schizophrenia is in fact the true villain of Hawaii Part 2. Now, I know it would be a stretch to say that, just because there's some small audio samples here and there that sound like voices in one's head, that doesn't automatically mean the main character has schizophrenia. However, let me give you some more knowledge from the Mayo Clinic. Does that sound familiar at all?
What? No! Oh, we're there talking. Wait, this guy's helping. Go inside.
Father, your honor, explain me. My brain has claimed its glory over me. I've a good heart, albeit east.
No, not the horseshoe thing. What are you doing? We're losing our ground, yo. What? You're so toasted. Okay.
Listen, paying $14.99 a month for a streaming app, and $9.99 a month for a music app, and $12.99 for a fitness app, and more money for a bunch of other apps, that really adds up. So why not get YouTube Premium for just $12.99? It's like having all those and the entire world of YouTube uninterrupted. Your wallet will thank you, if wallets could talk. YouTube Premium. Try 1 month free of charge.
One of my favorite songs on the album, Labyrinth, follows a unique approach of a retro video game-esque sound. After the electrocompulsive therapy performed on our protagonist in the asylum, there's nothing left to do but spiral out of control into our own thoughts. With each electric shock that courses through our body, a new wall is constructed in our mind, a labyrinth we are forever lost in. We wrestle with our fate, now decided for us, to die alone in this asylum we are locked in. As the lyrics of the song tells us,
Trying to escape from this thing that I fear. Everything seems clear, like the end is near. In the rear, I can see the beast getting close, surrounded by ghosts in the cloud of smoke.
This right here is why I'm so in love with this album. The interconnectedness of every lyric, the juxtaposition of every syllable, and the creation of a story that loops in on itself line after line. Listen to that last part again. What other being is referenced in this musical as being surrounded by ghosts and described as death drawing near? That's right. I believe after all this, we are now the ones being pursued by the Earl King.
Crap, where'd the Muffles go?
Damn.
Muffles died with the guy or something? Wait.
Finally, we've gotten to a song that doesn't require a deep dive into its meaning. This song is one that helps us solidify that we are rotting away in a life we are miserable in. Time Machine is simple in nature. The lyrics tell us about how we long for the past and wish we could go back in time. As the first lyric in the chorus tells us, live the dream with a time machine. Let me tell you, from my perspective analyzing every lyric in this entire album, it's really nice to have a song just be simple about going back in time to a place we miss. You guys have no idea how long this has taken me to get through, but don't fret, we are almost at the grand finale.
Oh, there's a body in here.
There's a still tension in the swell of dreamt debris afloat amidst the waves.
The second to last piece in our musical, we have almost reached the end of our story. In this song, every lyric is a metaphor comparing our emotions to that of the sea. Our thoughts are told as aimless papers blown around, a million moments that lie at the bottom of the deep, dark sea. Our protagonist tells us he is lost in this sea, sailing on to the great unknown. In the storyline of our musical, this is where our protagonist fully realizes what he has done and senses a still peacefulness in the mess he has made. The heart plays distant in the background, almost as if the afterlife is reaching out to us as we sail in the empty abyss. Another one of my favorite pieces on the album, this song connotes the stillness of the sea that I've never quite heard before. It's almost as if we can feel the characters' thoughts starting to subside, the voices trembling off as we sit alone. My favorite part is the last few lines of this beautiful song, as we try to reach out to the beautiful memory of our long lost love.
I'd like to know why you are all alone while you're unsure if I am a loose end or a strand that waits for you to mend or understand. Alone at the edge of a universe humming a tune, or merely dreaming we were snow.
What's happening?
A siren sounds like the goddess who promises endless apologies of paradise. And only she can make it right.
There's no one gonna help him.
So things are different too.
ClickUp AI Note Taker is different than all the rest. It allows you to focus on your meetings, not your notes.
We'll go together in flight.
Also shrink. Oh.
And after all that, we are finally back where it all began. A piano descending into the abyss in which we once started. Dream Suite in C major is the end to this beautiful story. One filled with love, passion, deception, and gift. As our final piece, C major references a multitude of motifs throughout the album that we have discovered along the way. We get the same original melody that we heard in Introduction to Snow. The lyrics changed ever so slightly as our protagonist reflects on his lost love. the one he believes is the only person who can bring him to paradise. He compares her to that of a goddess, a being that will be able to save him from this horrible world. With the line, "We'll go together in flight," it symbolizes the passing into the afterlife, a realm beyond our understanding, and one that our protagonist has been waiting to be taken to. It's no secret either that the song ties together the motifs of the universe and the sea, not only by its name, but also by more of its lyrics.
Rice.
Believe me, darling, the stars were made for falling.
With this, our character reflects on his journey, and the song takes an interesting turn, switching a verse to French.
En un son d'enfant, la galaxie s'étend, jardin de l'imagination.
Now, remember when I told you all the way back in Space Station Level 7 to remember that French section? It is in fact the same lyrics from earlier. Now translated, they read, "A group of children, the galaxy is expanding, garden of imagination rolling past the moon, bridging the gap as we move." Our characters have now extended beyond the moon, what we originally believed to be the afterlife. We now are extending much further out into the universe. Unfortunately, this doesn't necessarily mean that we are going somewhere good.
An 18th century adventurer thought he could use willpower to get to outer space. A French balloon designer provided everything the space traveler could desire.
After the French section, the song starts to spiral out of control. The send-off lyric for all of this follows soon after.
It feels like flying, but maybe we're dying. A cosmic confluence of pyramids hologram. She knows you heard her staging music murder. In line before the show began to be where I am.
Our perception of our long-lost love taking us into the afterlife is starting to become skewed a bit. She isn't the same person we knew before. She knows what we did.
Of discovery. We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time.
After this, we get another waltz feel similar to that of White Ball.
Oh. It's perfect, okay. Perfect, that's perfect.
You look quite divine tonight. Here among these vibrant lights, pure delight surround us as we sail. Signed, yours truly, the whale.
The parallels between this section of the song and White Ball ties to its lyrics, where we are singing about how beautiful this goddess looks with us. We embrace how we are excited for the kingdom, a reference to our character believing he is going to heaven. But the next lines to follow, sung in a female voice, will show why we are in fact not going to heaven.
Our part is holy and living alike, and we find our song so long, so far. We will be atoning and last eternal through our past above a blinding star.
With this verse, we are told we must atone for our sins we have committed in the past, above the blinding star of possibly hell. It is with that our protagonist then says goodbye to us.
Sigh, oh, why we never meant to part.
These hallways are dirty as hell.
As a parent, you enjoy a relaxing and quiet ride. The new Kia Carnival can certainly help.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Dream Suite in C major is a piece that can be interpreted in a million different ways. It could be seen as a duet between our unnamed protagonist and his love, it could be him sailing off into the sea to die, or it could even simply be about dying, love, and memory. All of these are valid explanations, and not one is completely correct. Which leads me to my next point. Hawaii Part 2, stemming from its existence, is a complete mystery. Its lyrics are ones that you have to dive deep into, like poetry, where they can have so many various meanings. It doesn't help that Joe Hawley hasn't necessarily given out all the details either. In an interview I found earlier, Hawley actually mentioned certain pieces being references to 9/11. I chose to not mention this for two main reasons. First off, that explanation doesn't line up completely with the entirety of the album, and second, he seems hesitant in interviews to discuss the direct meaning. I think personally that what this album is trying to do is have a different meaning to everyone and ties all our experiences together with some common, symbolistic motifs. Which probably makes you wonder, why did I do all this work in the first place? To be honest, it was because I wanted the appreciation of this album to extend beyond 30-second clips on TikTok. When I fell down the rabbit hole, I needed others to appreciate just how much passion was put into this beautiful collection of music. This piece of art shows us humanity, deception, and love in a way that I've never heard before. The countless references to other mediums were ones that would go unnoticed unless thoroughly digested, and I decided to do that. And
Holy
if
crap,
you aren't
we
into
are
that,
so
I hope you
fried.
can at least appreciate the musical quality that these pieces have. They include some of the most beautiful piano parts I have ever heard, and I can only hope more people discover this album and its mystery. So please, go listen to this album in its entirety, and after that, leave a comment about what you think it's about. Because if there's one thing for certain, one day we all will eventually be alone at the edge of the universe, humming a tune.
Good video. Peak. Thank you.
Great, now none of us can watch TV. That's
Peak video.
No crap, that's why I'm freaking stealing it. Go on the cops.
Later that night. More music. I think this is the perfect time to end off the video. Okay. Goodbye.